How's it going, guys? So it's been a while since the last video. I think it was a Halloween special last time I posted something on the channel. I wanted to start the video by explaining why that is. So actually now is probably the first time I've been able to get out after what happened. So after we filmed the Halloween special, during the Halloween special at Pendle Hill, I started with these weird pains in my back and my spine, and I kept saying to David off camera, my back feels weird. And what's strange about it is this isn't the first time this has happened at Pendle Hill. Anyway, I tried to sort of shove it off, continue. Day after, I was editing the video, finished all the editing, everything was perfectly fine, and then those same pains came back again, except this time like really bad, to the point where I completely lost the use of my legs. As I said before, this is the second time now that I've completely lost the ability to walk after investigating Pendle Hill. I don't know if it's just like coincidence that it's happened after that investigation, or if there's just something else strange going on. I don't know, but I completely lost the use of my legs. Throughout the entire month of November, I could hardly walk. I had to learn to walk again. Sounds crazy, but it's true. I completely lost use of my legs to start with. Then it got to the point where I was having to walk with a walking stick to keep myself upright. And I had to lean all my weight onto that because I couldn't put my full weight on my legs. Otherwise, I was just collapsing. So throughout the whole month of November, I was learning to walk again. Firstly, healing from whatever this was. Once the pain started to get a bit better, then I had to obviously get back on my feet and try and walk again. It wasn't till the first week, well, after the first week in December actually, that the pain started to fully subside and I could actually walk like with no pain. Even now, it is the 15th of December when I'm filming this, and I still can't fully bend over. I can't bend to sort of put my shoes on. I have to stand up to put my shoes on. I can't physically do that. I don't know what the hell's going on. Completely baffled by it, but yeah, obviously I'm out now. I'm able to walk finally, so I'm able to get back out and do a few more videos. I wanted a lot more videos out before the end of the year, but obviously because of this, it's something that hasn't been able to be done. But yeah, I thought I'd come today because I haven't obviously been out for over a month. So I've come to the old St. Mary's Church in the daytime. I wanted to just come here and do a few EVPs, see if we can get any communication, just have a conversation with whoever or whatever's here. This is a place where we get a lot of communication, a place where we've had a lot of activity. This is a very active place and over 1,000 years of history, which is crazy when you think about it. We also recently found out that right beside this graveyard, actually within the church grounds, was once a Roman villa. That actually came up through using the Spirit Talker app and other communication methods. We started to communicate with somebody from that period of time. Me and David didn't even know there was connections to Romans here in this area, but yeah, it turns out there was a villa, and it was down in front of the church that direction. So crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been able to get out, guys. It's been a crazy month and a half, just, I don't know, getting down about things and everything because I just couldn't do anything. I've been stuck in the house. I don't know, it's just, I needed to get out, so I thought I'd come out today and just get some fresh air and try and do something. I've got my recorder with me, so I thought I'd just have a little walk amongst the graves and go to some of the areas where me and David usually get a lot of communication and just see if something talks. I've also been thinking, whilst I've obviously had all this spare time, I've been thinking like, I want to change up the way we investigate, because I don't know, everyone seems to do the same thing, and I don't mean in terms of like equipment and stuff. It's like what we ask. Everyone always goes in and it's, hello, is there anyone there? Can you do this? Can you make a sound? Can you throw something? Can you blah blah blah? Nobody really asks any real questions. And I've been thinking, like, if I'd passed away and I had people come in asking the same thing, I think I'd get annoyed and I'd probably just not talk. And I was thinking, from their point of view, I'd probably enjoy having somebody come and ask some real questions, some proper questions, and have more of a conversation as you would with a family member, a friend, or someone you come into contact with. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, that's been playing on my mind as well. I've had a lot of things to think about. But yeah, that's what I want to start doing. I want to start asking more questions. So the best way to get in contact with me is not through the YouTube comments, because they tend to hide quite a lot of them and I don't see a lot of the comments. So the best place to contact me direct is through private message on Instagram, which is the only social media I use now. So what I wanted to ask you guys to do is, can you send me a load of different questions that you would like the answers to, you think would be interesting to ask somebody that's passed away. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start going out to places where I get really good communication and I know that there are spirits there that are willing to talk and intelligent, and I want to start asking some proper questions. So yeah, I'll leave the links down below in the description of the video. Please head over to my Instagram and yeah, just drop me a load of questions. And what I'll do is I'll start going out more in the daytime and stuff. Might do some at night and just yeah, ask some real questions and get the answers to some of the questions that you guys want the answers to as well. I think it'd be interesting as to what comes through. So yeah, I will also shout you out before I ask you questions as well in the video. So yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm currently just moving up towards a hot spot here in the graveyard, to John's grave. John's a very active spirit around here. He does like to talk to me and David often, so I thought it'd be a good place to come and do some EVP recordings. So yeah, let's have a go. It's such a peaceful graveyard, this. It's one of my favourites. Well, I say one, it probably is my favourite. There's just something about it that always draws me back, and yeah, it's a place I come to often actually. If I want to think about stuff or just come to get out of the way, this is a place where I like to come. I can think better when I'm here. I don't know what it is about it, and I feel like I've got some kind of connection to this place. I don't know why. I've always thought that there's some strange connection to me and this place. I've never been able to figure that out. But yeah, it is a amazing place. Hi John, how's it going? It's been a while. I think it's about 2 months since I was up last with David. John, is there anything specific you've learnt on the other side since your passing? Or even if John's not here and there's somebody else here listening, can you tell me, what have you learned since passing over to the other side? Can you tell me as well, what's it like? What's it like on the other side?
How's it going? It's been a while. I think it's about 2 months since I was up last with David. John, is there... How's it going? It's been a while. I think it's about 2 months since I was up last with David. John.
Nothing after that. So what I'm going to do on playback is I'm playing it back like slower than I'm actually speaking. A lot of times with EVP recordings, a lot of the responses come through very fast, so you miss a lot of the responses. So with the DR60 I can slow it down on playback so we can possibly hear them a bit clearer. Are you trying to talk to me? Are you trying to communicate? Can I just ask, whoever's here, please, all I want you to do is come forward, come close, and this device in my hand here can actually pick up your voice. All you need to do is stand next to me and just talk. We can just have a conversation. Just talk directly into it, and I can play that back and hear what you're saying. Whoever is here, can you just try and tell me, at that exact moment when you pass over, what happens? Do we see our family and friends?
Are you trying to talk to me? Are you trying to communicate? Can I just ask?
Whoa,
Whoever's here,
hear that?
are you trying to
Shouts
talk to
over
me?
me.
Are you trying to communicate? Can I just ask?
It says yeah over the top of it.
Please, all I want you to do is come forward, come close, and this device in my hand here can actually pick up your voice. All you need to do is stand next to me and just talk. We can just have a conversation. Just talk directly into it, and I can play that back and hear what you're saying. Whoever is here, can you just try and tell me at that exact moment when you pass over, what happened?
Says something.
Whoever is here, can you just try and tell me at that exact moment when you pass over, what happened?
It says a sentence.
What happened?
It says a sentence. It is magic. It is magic.
Do we see our family?
What?
Do we see our family and friends?
We do. That's what that last bit says. So the last bit says we do. What happens at that exact moment that we pass over? And it said, it is magic. So I've heard in the past them refer to it as being beautiful. They've also referred to the being so many different bright colours. I've heard that before in the past. So yeah, it is magic. It's interesting. Let's ask something more. What do you mean by it is magic? Also, I'd like to just thank whoever it is that's taking the time to stand with me and talk to me and communicate. So thank you. Who did you meet after you passed over? Who was waiting for you? Did you believe in an afterlife before you passed over? I'm intrigued to see what's said on that now as well.
Did you believe in an afterlife before you passed over?
Says something. I'm trying to think of some interesting questions to ask. This is why I want you guys to send me some over on Instagram, because I want to have a list of questions ready that I can ask and see if I can get any direct responses to them. And I will alternate the way in which I receive those answers. So whether it be through EVP or through Spirit Box or any other device. So yeah, I've had some interesting stuff though so far. I'm just trying to think now off the top of my head what I can ask that'll be interesting to know. Now that you've passed over, are you stuck in one area, or are you able to move around freely and go to wherever you'd like? Are you able to freely visit different people from your family or friends? If people do something wrong or something bad within their life, does all that get wiped away after death? I'm going to pause it a minute while Farmer Giles flies over. So every time I try and do something quiet, whether it be EVP or something, Farmer Bloody Giles always decides to come and drive past. Absolute nuisance here, I tell you. Absolute nuisance.
Now that you've passed over, are you stuck?
Let's have a little walk. There's the old church in the daylight. Over 1,000 years of history at this place. Crazy when you think about it. Over 1,000 years. I'm going to head home in a moment. So I'm going to ask a couple of other questions, and this will be your last time to talk to me till I return again. Would you like to tell me who's been talking to me today?
Would you like to tell me who's been talking to me today? Can I just ask? Before I go, this will be your last time to talk to me till I return again. So, would you like to tell me who's been talking to me today? Can I just
John.
ask?
It's John.
Can I just
John.
ask?
It's John. I told you, John up there. He always comes through and talks to me and David. Thank you, John. Cheers for that. It's been nice talking to you and getting some answers to certain questions. And I will come and do more, so yeah, look out for me, John. You know, I'm not going to be a stranger. I'll be back soon. So yeah, thanks for that. That was quite an interesting session, actually. And like I said, I just had to think, like, over this last month and that, and yeah, I do think I need to start asking more specific questions, more questions that you really want the answer to, instead of just like, are you here? Is there someone around me? Can you make a noise? Can you throw something? Can you light this up? Can you do this? Can you do that? Instead of telling them what to do, let's ask them some real questions. That's what I've been thinking. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. As I said, there'll be more to come. And yeah, I want to start asking more questions like that on our proper investigations as well. But I want to also just keep coming and doing this at different places regularly as well. So yeah, finally back out, finally able to walk without being in pain. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below in the comments. And like I said, send any questions you've got over to me on Instagram, and on the next video I shall ask some of them questions, and I'll also shout out whoever's question that is as well on the video. And yeah, be interested to see what we get. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I shall see you guys on the next one.